Hi Gemini, this is your guys' reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's get right into it. Let's see what is happening for my Geminis. We have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Chariot, Judgment, the Seven of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. So, Gemini. So this is interesting. It feels like for a lot of you, it feels like you had maybe friends. This could be friends and a lover, or this could be like family members. So it's like, I'm getting like two people, so technically three people, but I feel like you're involved. So two people involved with this situation with you. And it really feels like somebody wasn't being completely honest about something. And the other two, I don't know what this is. It's like one person is kind of not being who they say they are. And it's almost like you had to put a stop to something and really reevaluate. For some of you guys, you could have lost out on money, or you could have lost out on something, but this person stole from you, or they lied to you. They took something from you guys. And you had to rethink this. And for some of you guys, you feel really upset about this and you don't know how to really process it, because I think this is somebody that you cared for, and now it's almost like this person maybe took a step too far. For some of you guys, this could be something in the past too that could have happened and it ended, and I don't feel like you're talking to that person anymore, or if you do, it's like really on rocky foundation, and I just don't feel, this just really feels like a kind of like a messed up situation here, not gonna lie. So let's pull some clarifiers here for my Geminis. Get a little more into this. I think somebody took something from you that you worked hard towards. I feel like you've been... Ugh. There's just something wrong with this. And it almost felt like it caught you off guard. Yeah, I feel like I feel like your heart was in on it. But this other person that was in this situation as well, they kind of felt like they put a lot of work into it as well. And they took a lot of time to think about this situation. And I felt like your heart was on the line somehow, Gemini. This is making sense. Yeah, so we have the jokester here. We're all mad here. I kind of feel like for some of you guys, this person definitely stole something, or they hid something, or they went behind your back on something. This person did not have good intentions, though. And I feel like you learned this. You learned this from another friend, or you just like, when you found out about the betrayal or about whatever this was for you, it caused a lot of internal conflict. And a part of you didn't want to have to deal with that, because it's almost like you really cared about this person. And I don't know if this is like a partner, and maybe your friend comes to you and tells you something about your partner. That could be a thing, but I feel like there's somebody here that you had to stop and reevaluate the relationship with, because you're starting to question this person's character, because you feel like this person is not who you thought they were in the past. And now you're kind of like, whoa, that kind of like threw me for a spin. For some of you guys, this is somebody you lived with, or somebody that you have some kind of financial tie with, or somebody that you just viewed as a partner, somebody that you could see yourself growing with. And you had to put a stop to it. You had to take a second to reevaluate, which I felt caused these Three of Swords, or the Three of Spades. Yeah, for some of you guys, you've invested a lot into this situation. And so it's like you don't really necessarily want to walk away from it right away, because there's this tension between like, well, if I walk away, then I just like so much decisions have to come into play, right? You don't want to just jump straight out of something, or straight out or not get all the facts. So I think some of you guys, you took a second, especially with that Judgment card. It's like you asked this person. I felt like you confronted this person. And for a lot of you guys, you felt really stuck. You felt like you didn't really know how to get past this, especially because you felt like this individual was not truly answering the questions that you had. And I'm also getting to that, like, there's something that you feel like you're missing. Like maybe this was time that you spent with this individual and that you feel like it's just gone now and you can't get it back. Or there's some kind of resource that's now drained, and you have to build that back up again. So there's different things that I feel like some of you guys feel that you've been that you have a hard time letting go of, because you feel like you've been used, or has been taken advantage of in some way. Or again, it's just that feeling like you've spent a lot of time with this individual, and it's hard to actually walk away from people we've been associated with for a while. And I feel like you really had feelings for this person, but you're realizing now that you might have to cut this person out of your life, that you don't know if you can come back from this. I don't know if your friend and your like partner cheated, or if like something happened though, where it's like there was another person that witnessed it. Somebody witnessed this happening between you and another. And it's like this was heartbreakingly shattering for you. Yeah, it like messed with your confidence. It messed with your decision making. And there's also this part of you that's just like, I put so much effort into this and I didn't pan out in any way that I thought it would. And it's almost like you're reevaluating things, and you're kind of in this it's just like a darker like energy. You know what it feels like when you just feel so trapped, or you just feel paralyzed? It just kind of felt like you were paralyzed for a bit, like you had to really contemplate this. You're trying to wrap your mind around it, but it's also this defensiveness that comes with it. It's tensing up. It feels like restrictive energy here. It just feels like you kind of withdrew yourself from the situation after this was all said and done, because I felt like it was too much for you to fully process. I think there was a sense of overwhelm in this situation, and you needed to take that time out. Now, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this just really did, like, you really did not see this coming. Like, at all. Yeah, I feel like it was between you and another person, and you really cared about this individual. But now it's like you're super psychoanalyzing this relationship. Like I feel like you're like, oh, well, there's the red flag, or oh, I should have followed this, or man, I can't believe this person lied to me here. It's like psychoanalyzing the connection that you had, and I feel like that's what you guys have been doing for a while, or it's still like, it could just been a habit at this point, or if it's been a while, right? But you still think about it every now and again. There's that part of you that still tries to figure out why this person either cheated, why they did what they did. There's this, why did this happen to me? And I feel like it's because this person didn't get their full needs met, and this individual doesn't have the vocabulary or the know-how or the ability to communicate that. And this individual also, I feel, had their own insecurities and own self-doubts. And I feel that sometimes it's hard for us to stop and realize that other people have their own insecurities and their own issues going on, that we take things way too personally. And I feel like that's what's happening here, is you guys took this really personally, and you've just been stressing about it and thinking about it. You guys might have even been talking to other people about it, and it's like you're reaching to this point where you can keep talking about it, but it's not going to change what happened, and you holding on to this is not going to set you free. It's not going to take you out of the cold. It's not going to make it any better. It's like you vented to people about it, or you feel it a lot, you think about it a lot, and it's like the energy is not moving. Nothing seems to kind of be changing, and you have it in your mind like, oh, I really love this person, but they didn't love me. And I don't think it's not that they didn't love you. I think it's just that this person probably didn't have much love in themselves. Because if a person treats you badly, or they do things behind your back, normally it's because they don't listen to themselves, they don't trust themselves, and people are in different parts of their life that we're not even aware of, you know? Everybody doesn't tell what we're going through every single day, you know? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's having to understand that you can't take that personally. You can't take it personally if somebody rejects you, even though it's really hard not to. And even if it's not a rejection, just say it's like a betrayal or something happens and it disappoints us. It's not necessarily that the other person is bad, or that they're wrong, or that you're wrong or bad. It's just that it's two people that couldn't make it work because both of each other had their own issues and did not know how to cope with those issues. And one of them pretty much just like, you could say, destroyed this connection, but it's out of self-sabotage, it's out of self-hatred from them, right? It's like they have so much issues in themselves that they maybe spill over onto you. But you're still holding on to that heartbreak that's slowing you guys down from finding somebody that's important, somebody that can actually be there for you. So let's pull from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. So we have investigate. See what I was saying? I feel like you guys just kind of like picked through this, really overthinked it too much. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipitate of change, pause before action. Then we have belong to your own dream, create your own life. Then we also have law is not just, rules that are not fair. So what has happened here is feels like you believe it was an injustice, and perhaps it was. I mean, I'm not here to argue. This is just a general reading. But it's also like, for a lot of you guys, overthinking things is not going to make you happy. It's not going to solve the issue. A lot of times when we don't understand something, we ruminate over it, especially when there's a lot of emotional attachment there. So I understand that. But I also am saying that for a lot of you guys, you can't dwell in stuff that has already happened to you. You have to just heal and move on. And it sucks that that happens, and it sucks that things like this exist. But dwelling in it and staying in it is not going to be beneficial for you or anybody that is going to be around you. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's having to just heal and go through these emotions instead of running away or constantly getting stuck in your thoughts, because when you constantly get stuck in that thinking pattern, it's really hard to break out of that. But a lot of times there's an emotional attachment there. And if you can break that emotional attachment, then you can stop the thinking pattern. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's time that you start focusing on yourself and what you really want. And think about what you want and go for it. Find what will make you happy. And I'm not talking about necessarily external things. I'm talking about like, for instance, it's like if you think about something that you haven't done in a while and you knew it brought you joy, then do it again, right? It's like something that will spark that inner curiosity inside of you again, in that joy. So that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully this helps you in some way. Thank you so much, Gemini. I wish you guys best of luck. Have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.